It's the Flow Friday Sports Show, and it's time to check in with Jenna Allen to talk all things North Central Netball. Jenna, great to get you back on the line. How are you going?
Yeah, good, thank you. How are you?
Going very well, thank you. And we're really getting into the business end of the league. We had some interesting results last weekend, so we'll quickly go through those. We'll start in the game that saw Witcher-Proof playing Donald. Now, this one ended up being Donald, the home side, winning by a slender 2-goal margin in the end, Jenna.
Yeah, it was a really good game to be a part of. I felt we had our chances. We led at quarter time, I think 6 or something, and we felt quite comfortable, but we sort of come a bit unstuck on and got a bit of momentum on us in the second quarter. We managed to refocus after half time. It was very closely contested throughout that last half. Credit to Donald. Donald's experience sort of got us in those last few minutes are quite crucial over there at Donald in the stadium. It's quite fast paced. The rest of the league plays on outdoor courts. Donald's the only home club that plays indoors, so just trying to adjust to that in those last dying minutes, we were just caught a bit off guard. So, but credit to Donald, they played a really nice game.
Well, you certainly gave a good account of yourselves, and you made Donald really work for that. In the end, the points in that game. We'll cross over to the game that saw Birchip Watcham hosting Charlton, and the away side overrunning Birchip in the end, 20-33 here.
Yeah, they did, and I think we were quite nervous about this. There's a lot of movement can happen in that A-grade competition at the moment, and Birchip have been playing some really nice netball. So, however, Charlton, if they really want to cement themselves and have a real crack in finals, it's good to see that their team's sort of coming together with a bit more consistency. They've had a bit of unlucky ness in the way of injuries and illnesses and that sort of thing, and it's good to see them sort of coming together quite strong at the right time of year. But I think on the day, the experience of Charlton's mid-court just got the better of Birchip and were able to come away with a fairly strong win.
The Tigers from Sea Lake mauling St Arnaud in the end, Jenna. What did you make of this result?
Well, this is not surprising, as awful as it is to say, but Sea Lake, they're a terrific side. When they get going, they're really quite difficult to stop. It's just, they've got so many great players that can move around so much. So I guess it really makes an impact on who they have where against what opposition. And I think having the likes of Estella Finch and Ash Roberts is a really, really lovely luxury to have. And even Sophie Perriman's playing some terrific netball in goals, which has meant they've got the luxury of being able to move Estella out and into defence. So very difficult backline to stop. And St Arnaud, unfortunately, this year really struggling with numbers, and they'll get there. They're making improvements each week, and this scoreline is a good margin for them. So nothing to sort of shy away from, especially like just a really great team.
No doubt about it. And we had a pretty surprising sort of scoreline here. I guess maybe not so much. Bort and Wedderburn both in the top 3, but in the end, the away side, as they are the first place team on the table, getting the job done over Bort. But Bort very, certainly competitive here, Jenna.
Yeah, they should be. If they want to play finals and if they want to contest, Wedderburn is just so strong across the board. We're going to really need to find something in finals. It's going to have to be one of those miracle days. Wedderburn are very tough to crack. They've got 7 really strong players who play their role really well as a team. So without sounding too mushy, I think we're really going to have to work strategically with those other sides if we're going to match them come finals. So look, Bort will come too. They are missing a fairly critical mid-quarter at the moment overseas. So when they get Carly Isaac back, they'll have a reinvigorated sense of energy about them, no doubt. So I I'm looking forward to seeing what Ball can do in finals. I think they'll come good at the right time.
Okay, well, before we take a look at the upcoming action this weekend, let's just quickly review the table. So we have Wedderburn first, Charlton second, Bort in third, Sea Lake, Nandali Tigers in fourth, Birchip Watcham fifth, Witcherproof sixth, Donald seventh, and St. Arnaud in eighth. So how do you see this sort of shaping up now in the run into finals, Jenna?
Well, I see it strategically going Witcherproof's way and a sneaking into finals come the end of August. Hopefully, wishful thinking, but I think it's exciting. It's great. I know Wedderburn are clear in top, but it's also good to have that standard of netball being played every week in our league. Something to really look to as just a really impressive outfit. But for the rest of us really vying for a final spot, there's still potential to move. Donald are causing some real upsets. They've beaten and come really close to even Charlton in second. Donald only lost by 2 to Charlton the other week, and they're sitting where they're sitting. So shaping up to be a really great tail end of the season, regardless of who makes finals, I think, and what happens. So hoping we can get a win this weekend and position ourselves that much closer to fourth spot would be terrific.
Yep, I can certainly understand that, and we should talk about round 13, so that's coming up this weekend. Now, if there's one game, Jenna, that I think is a safe bet, it's the first game that we're going to talk about, St. Arnaud hosting Charlton. This should be a very simple task for the away team.
I think so. I think, as I said, Charlton we've got Maddie Fitz back. She runs a very nice game in the centre. It just helps sort of support our team, and being able to push Kirsty McKenzie around really helps support their goalers and their defence, and ties that team together nicely now that she's back. So I think they'll be looking for a really solid match to sort of help push them into the last 3 games after this one.
Now, I think the game of the round, without question, is probably Sea Lake hosting Bort. What do you reckon, Jenna?
Yeah. Yep, it'll be very tightly contested. Another one last time, Bort were at full strength, but Sea Lake managed to come away with a win. It was unexpected. So very tough to tip. I would have to suggest, based on the last match, Sea Lake were able to get the mental edge and capitalise when it counted. So I think Ashford would be polling some very impressive votes if I had to guess. And I think this weekend, the likes of Ash and Estella standing up to Sea Lake will be the difference, and I think they'll get the win over Bort.
Okay, there we go. Well, we'll move on to this game here, which will see Donald travel to Wedderburn. Can Donald possibly get anything out of this game, Jenna?
I think they can. I think Donald have done really well with pushing some of their really young girls. They had debutant Addie Funk play in their A grade. Not last weekend, the weekend before, and she shot some really impressive score lines in each quarter. So continue to form from playing rep netball, through May, and I think it's terrific to see kids of that age really coming through and being supported by our senior netballers. So if Donald continue the way they're going, they've got nothing to lose. It should be a great game. I think that gives Wedderburn a really good challenge.
Yeah, I think most people can agree with you. Well, we'll hope that it's competitive in the end. We'll look at this last game. It's going to see Birchip Watcham travelling to play Witcherproof. So how do you think this one's going to plan out?
Well, hopefully it goes our way. It's on our home court. It's always competitive with Witchy and Birchip being so close and having so many ties. But anything could happen. I think last time we managed to get over the Bulls just by a couple in the end, but their momentum was certainly building. It's never right off Birchip. They can always come at you. It only takes one turnover or something quite minor to really spur them up and get them going. So we'll be looking to get the jump early like we did with Donald. We made sure we came into that game with confidence and really made sure we hit the scoreboard early and pushed on. But unlike last weekend, we'll be looking to continue that and not sort of fall in a slump. So hopefully it's witchy. Hopefully I can say next week had that win.
Yes, well, good luck, Jenna. Just before we let you go, are there any players around the courts that you just want to profile quickly going into this weekend's matches? Who's in form?
There's a lot of really talented netballers getting around North Central. Like I said, I mentioned Sophie Perryman playing some really beautiful netball for Sea Lake in that goal attack position. I think Kirsty McKenzie has been tremendous for Charles. Consistent, always clean, and just does her job and does it really, really well. For Witchy, Susanna Fawcett has come back this year after an ACL injury and is playing some outstanding netball. I'm really enjoying. I should be probably concentrating more on what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm watching her approach to that goalkeeper position. Just really, really inspiring. She's doing some great things. But look, there's Hannah Cook from Burkett Watcham doing some great things as well. Georgia Sheehan, always consistent and hard to stop for Bort. And she's been roaming around in their mid-court since losing Carly Isaac to an overseas trip. So I think, like I said, I think the ladder positions and the fact that anything can sort of happen in the next few rounds is really exciting. And interesting to see a lot of talent getting around. So, but a special shout out to our umpires who got badged in our league in the last few weeks. So we've had some young girls go out and take on the job of umpiring, which is really inspiring and great for our league. So congratulations to those girls.
Well, Jenna Allen, you've got a big game against the Bulls to go and prepare for, so we'll let you go. Thank you so much for your time. We'll check in with you again next week. Good luck on the weekend. Enjoy the netball.
Thank you.